Welcome everyone. Welcome to the Carolinas Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admissions Officers Virtual College Fair. We have an awesome lineup of institutions for you to hear from this evening. But before I turn it over to them, I do have a couple of housekeeping items for you. Number one, this is a webinar, so your camera and your microphone are off, so our panelists cannot see or hear you this evening. Secondly, this is a really awesome way to learn about multiple schools at one time in a short amount of time. So there's also one whole hour after this, and so we hope that you'll sign up for more sessions. This is being recorded this evening and will be available within 1 week at strivescan.com/Carolinas. And finally, we know that you're going to have some questions for our panelists, and our panelists definitely want to get those answered for you. So at any time, you can put your question in the Q&A feature at the bottom of your screen, type out your question, and then also note the college or university that you're directing your question to so our panelists can answer appropriately. Oops, and one more thing. This is a 6x6 program, which means every institution, 6, only has 6 minutes to share great information about their institution. So we hope it's just enough to get you the information that you need in order to do some additional research. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to our panelists. First up, I have the opportunity to introduce to you North Carolina A&T State University. Take it away whenever you're ready.
Good evening. My name is Chanel Quick. I'm the Associate Director of Transfer and Diversity Admissions at the illustrious North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University. We are located in Greensboro, North Carolina, and we are proud of the fact that we are the largest HBCU with over 750 plus students. So our points of pride, we do have 54 undergraduate majors with several different colleges as well. Our average class size is 28, and our faculty to student ratio is 19:1 with a male to female ratio of 1:1. So really excited about the fact that although we are the largest HBCU, we do make sure that we keep our class sizes small. Faculty and staff do know our students, and they make sure that our students are successful. We're also a doctoral research institution. In 2019, we received a record amount of funding in research funding. We are part of the Division I athletics. We're currently in the MEAC tournament, and next year we'll go on to the Big South. Students who aren't a part of our athletic teams do have the ability to be a part of intramural sports as well. In order to gain admission to the university, you must have at least a 2.0 college GPA from the last college attended. This year for fall 2021, we are test optional. It's also important to note that for certain majors, we do have specific departmental requirements. So dependent upon the major that you're interested in, you want to make sure that you're aware of its specific requirements. So again, to gain admission to the university, a 2.0 college GPA, but some majors do have specific major requirements that they expect you to have to gain admission. So our top majors for transfer students, just a few, again, because we do have 54 undergraduate majors, but kinesiology, business administration, criminal justice, our RN to BSN completion program, geomatics. We are a STEM-focused institution, so all of our engineering programs, psychology, social work, biology, and information technology. We're also proud of our rankings. Money Magazine has ranked us as the #1 HBCU for being friendly as far as money is concerned. So we keep our tuition low for our students. As I previously stated, we did receive a record amount of research funding in 2019. And again, US News and World Report ranked us as the #1 public HBCU in the nation. So for those who are interested in fall 2021 admission, our early action deadline is May 15th. So early action is for those who would like to be considered for scholarships. And our regular decision deadline for fall 2021 is July 15th. and we are here for you. So we would love for you to contact us and learn more about North Carolina A&T State University. So as you can see, our email address and our phone number are listed. We would love for you to connect with us via Facebook, Twitter, and also Instagram. And you can also join our mailing list as well so that we can send you some A&T swag. Thank you for taking the time to learn about North Carolina A&T State University.
Thank you so much, North Carolina A&T State University. Next up, I have the pleasure of introducing Shaw University. Ryan, take it away whenever you're ready.
Good evening, everyone. I am Ryan Wright, admissions counselor and recruiter here at Shaw University, and also am an alum here as well. So I have a video, then after the video, I'm going to come back and share some information with you all.
Welcome to Shaw University, a place where history is made, leaders emerge, and transformation begins. Founded in 1865, we were the first HBCU in the Southern United States. Our vibrant campus is a unique living and learning community. We are located in the heart of downtown Raleigh and a short drive from Research Triangle Park, the largest technology research park in the country. We are a place where opportunity surrounds you. IBM, GlaxoSmithKline Pharmaceuticals, Duke Energy are just 3 of the many well-known companies that offer internships and hire our graduates. Within walking distance of campus, you can attend networking events or take advantage of internships. You can even launch your own business at Shaw University's Innovation and Entrepreneurship Center. At Shaw University, you will learn from dedicated professors and meet lifelong friends. You can take part in over 30 different academic and service organizations. Get involved in Greek life, sports, or the Platinum Sound, Shaw University's notable marching band. From its start as the first historically Black university in the Southern United States to the vibrant campus we are today, Shaw University is the right place to grow, learn, and explore.
All right, so that was a nice little video. So about Shaw University, we were founded in 1865. We are the mother of historically Black colleges and universities. So Shaw University admissions requirements, our requirements is a 2.0 GPA on a 4.0 scale. We are test optional for the fall. So if you haven't not taken your SAT or ACT, that's fine as well. You can still be admitted without those scores. However, for presidential scholarships and other scholarships, they still will require test scores. Transfer students, we do accept transfer students. You must have 12 credits to transfer over to be considered a transfer student. Shaw University, we are rolling admissions as well. So you can apply to the university whenever. We do have fee waiver codes. My email is listed below in my background. You can email us for a fee waiver code, and we will get that fee waiver code to you as soon as possible. Shaw University has 1,300 students on campus. We have a 15-to-1 student faculty ratio, so class sizes are very small. So that's always a positive and a plus. We have 24 different majors here. Our top 5 being biology, education, social work, computer science, and mass communications. We are Division II. We are a part of the CIAA. And also we do offer athletic and academic scholarships as well. So to find more, you can also email me at ryan.wright@shawU.edu. Again, ryan.wright@shawU.edu to find more about the different scholarships and how to obtain an academic or athletic scholarship. Again, thank you for attending and watching and joining this 6-minute presentation from myself and my colleagues. So thank you. If you have any questions, feel free to put in the chat box. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ryan, to you and Shaw University. Audience, don't hesitate. As Ryan mentioned, put those questions in the Q&A. They want to make sure that you leave this session with your questions answered. Next up, I have the privilege of introducing University of Utah. Take it away whenever you're ready.
All right. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the University of Utah. So we are traveling a little bit west from some of my colleagues here. First and foremost, we're located in Salt Lake City. If you've never been out here, our campus truly does hug the mountains and overlook the city. So we have the best of both worlds in terms of opportunities as well as outdoor resources. This picture really alludes to that. And the fun part of having a campus in the city with the mountains is also that we have our own campus community. We have some great research opportunities, clubs and organizations, housing opportunities, all in this one space that is kind of in between those two incredible features of our location. Something else we like to mention when we're looking at location is not just our home here in Salt Lake City, but our homes surrounding us. We're near some world-renowned skiing opportunities as well as national parks. So definitely take advantage of that. This picture here shows kind of what I was mentioning as we overlook the city and also highlights our library. Some higher arching facts about us is that we have 32,000 students. So we are a larger institution, but only about 24,000 of our students are undergraduates. So we have a heavily influenced undergraduate experience. Although we are a larger institution, we have a 17-to-1 student faculty ratio and about 65% of our classes have fewer than 30 students. So that stuff is really great as you get into your majors and your classes get smaller and smaller to really build those relationships with your professors. We are an R1 research institution here in Utah, and we are recently invited to the Association of American Universities, which is really going to enhance some of our research opportunities here on campus. Since we are a research school, research is not just happening in the science fields, medical fields, some of our programs like that. It's really happening all across the board in all of our programs. There's funding in place, mentors in place, and lots of incredible things going on in our world-renowned facilities. We also have the lowest student debt rate here in Utah, and we'll talk about why that might be towards the end. We have plenty of opportunities to choose from here at the U. We have 18 colleges and over 150 academic programs. Some of our more popular programs are entrepreneurship and business, our medical school, architecture, engineering, but the list truly goes on and on. And the biggest thing about picking your major is just keeping that open mind and finding your fit. Switching gears just a little bit to talk about transfer admissions. We have a pretty seamless process, and there's about 2 different ways that you can do it. So if you have 30 or more transferable credits and a cumulative GPA of a 2.6 or higher, that's a pretty good sign for us. But if you don't have those, you have a lower GPA or you don't have the transferable credits, that is totally okay. It just means that you might have to submit some additional information like your test scores or your high school transcript. So no matter what your situation is, I encourage you to engage in conversation with us so that we can kind of take a look at your credits and tell you the pathway for you. Looking at cost, which I know is important, I want you to just take a look at both sides of this U here. Our out-of-state tuition comes in at a little less than $30,000 for the full academic year, whereas our in-state is around $9,000. Our room and board is pretty flat rate there. We don't require students to live on campus, but you are definitely welcome to, and we house students from first years all the way up to PhD candidates. So a really unique experience here on campus. Something that I want to mention, as I talked about earlier, we have some of the lowest student debt rate here in Utah. Our residency policy is very exciting for students coming out of state. And looking at those numbers, if you can get that in-state tuition rate, that drops it quite a bit. So keep that in mind. Establishing residency is very seamless and very easy here in Utah. As long as you meet these requirements and you do what you need to do, you will get in-state tuition. It's not a matter of if they like your application or not. That's all I've got. I know this was a quick 6 minutes, so please engage with us on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. That is our handle, and my contact information is down below. Please feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to help with any questions.
Sarah Mae, thank you so much to you and the University of Utah. We have heard from 3 great institutions, but we still have 3 great ones to go. Next up, I have the opportunity of introducing to you Pitt Community College. Laurel, I think you're on mute.
Good evening. Good afternoon, everyone. I bring you greetings from Pitt Community College. It is with pleasure that I share some opportunities and some advantages that the college has to offer. I currently serve as the soft skills coach housed under the Office of Recruitment. My name is Laurel Little. First, I wanted to show everybody the screen, educating and empowering people for success. This is something that Pitt Community College has been doing for 60 years, as we are celebrating 60 years this year, right here alone. Next, there are 58 community colleges in North Carolina. Pitt Community College being the 6th largest college in Eastern North Carolina, with a class size of the average 21 students. We have over 80 programs, with the university transfer being among our popular programs, and health sciences as well, which I will talk about the programs in just a few minutes. Our student faculty ratio is 24:1. So our class sizes are very small. Teachers and faculty and staff know exactly who students are. So it's more of a personal touch, excuse me, and a personal feel. We have 5 different academic categories that is broke down into different sections. We have the Arts and Science Division, which is also that shares the Pirate Promise of the ECU, which ECU is our neighbors and they're down the street, East Carolina University. We also have the Business Division. We have Construction and Industrial Technology, and we also have Public Service and Fine Arts, along with a great health science program with a continuing education program as well. Now, applying to Pitt CC. I'm so sorry. Applying to Pitt CC is very simple. The only thing that you would need to do is go to our website at pittcc.edu, complete the residency determination, and click on the Apply Now icon to continue the application process. Once you finish the application process, please just submit your high school or college transcripts immediately after applying. And after you submit that transcript, usually in around 5 to 7 business days, you should hear something via text or email from the school saying that we have received your transcripts. Now, the application process is free. There is no GPA and no standardized test scores needed to enter into the college. So I always look at that as a plus. Now, you can also graduate from college at Pitt Community College debt-free. We try to give you a recap of our tuition costs, which the tuition rate per credit hour is around $76. So with a full-time semester, you will be looking at around $1,100 or so, $1,140. So there is no on-campus living. So you have the ability to live anywhere that you want to. We do not have the expensive meal plans, and our UNC system tuition average versus PCC is actually 3:1. You can also, we ask students to make sure that you apply for FAFSA. Our student code is on the screen. And please to make sure that you apply for scholarships. We have thousands and thousands of dollars located in our Pitt Community College Foundation to help you offset some of the other debt that you may have that's not covered in the FAFSA grant or the Pell grant. So the only piece that is missing from our campus is you. Please feel free to reach out to us, to contact us. Our contact information is on the screen, but you can get up with us at PCC Recruitment at mypittcc.edu. We will be happy to answer any questions you may have, and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you so much for your time.
Laurel, thank you so much to you and Pitt Community College. Excellent presentation. Next up, I have the opportunity of introducing Barton College. Take it away, Tyler, whenever you're ready.
All right, thank you so much. I appreciate that. So what's going on, everybody? My name is Tyler Dew. I'm the Assistant Director of Admissions at Barton College. I also work with transfer students. Feel free to use the chat, please, as I talk, because my colleague's here. She's going to answer some of y'all's questions if you have it, but let's go ahead and get rolling. So yeah, we are Barton College. So we are a 4-year private liberal arts institution. And yeah, we are small. So we pride ourselves in the fact that we're small. We like being small. Our students like being small. They're here to get hands-on experience, here to make connections with the campus and the community. And we do a very good job of connecting students with that. So we are not lacking in any opportunity, even though we are small. And I'll get to that in a little bit. So some quick facts about us. We're located in Wilson, North Carolina. If you don't know where that is, it's about 45 minutes east of Raleigh. So it is a small town in and of itself, but not in the middle of nowhere. You know, we have grocery stores, we have all the restaurants that you need. So definitely not stuck out in the middle. No, we're smaller, but we have everything. Like I said, we are small. So our average class size is 16. Total enrollment, including undergrad and grad, is about 1,100. And the student faculty ratio is 11-to-1. So we make sure that you are connecting with your professors. We're making sure that, you know, they know who you are. You're not just a number. You're actually a name. They know you personally. And I can speak to so many different things, so many different experiences that I had as I'm an alumni as well, about professors looking out for me. And we're not lacking in opportunity. We have 50+ majors, minors, and concentrations. So you can see right here, academic programs. So we have over 50 majors, minors, and concentrations, like I mentioned. We try to make sure that you get hands-on experience with every single major. Pretty much all of them require internships. They're taught by faculty who have extensive experience with that. So they're not just teachers, they've actually been through it before. We also have practicum classes. They're like these little 1 credit hour classes where all you do within your major is hands-on stuff. And I mentioned this before, the faculty, they know you by name. You're not just a number. They all have office hours. They're all accessible. They're here for you. And you can see the top majors right here on the right. Nursing is what we're known for. That is our top major. But we have tons of other really good programs too, including business, biology, exercise science, and really anything with the School of Sciences is really popular at Barton. Here's a list of every single one of our majors that we do have to offer. On the right are pre-professional programs. So, you know, pre-dentistry, pre-law, pre-vet, pre-med, and stuff like that. One other major that is highlighted that was not on the previous screen is elementary education. Maybe not one of the biggest programs at Barton, but one of the strongest. Really, really good job placement rates out of college. A really good student teaching experience. So that's a very strong major as well. So we do have a comprehensive articulation agreement with all North Carolina community colleges. What that means is that, you know, pretty much every credit that you take, especially the gen ed based classes, are going to transfer over to us. And that means it's up to 75 semester hours you can actually transfer from a 2-year college to us. And that's a lot. It also means that if you transfer before completing your associate's degree, we can guarantee that the equivalent major courses here will count for credit, just like it will for the students who are getting a 2-year degree. So some academic resources and opportunities. This is kind of what makes us unique. We have our own building specifically for tutoring services. You can see right here, Reagan Writing Center for students, you know, who have trouble with writing. You're going to have to write no matter what you do. I know from experience. So having that is awesome. Quantitative literacy is just a fancy word for math. And then Oral Communication Center is public speaking, which is really unique. I was one myself. We help students with presentations, and no matter what you do, you're going to have to present something. Athletics. So we are NCAA Division II. We're in Southeast region, Conference Carolinas. So we do have athletic scholarships since we're Division II. We have a list of all of our sports right here, about 23. The newest sport that we do have is football. Had our inaugural season this spring, and next fall will be our first kind of full season, hopefully. So really excited about that. This slide right here, this is co-curricular programs. So transfers are able to join these. So they have scholarship opportunities, and really they're just great ways to get involved. If you're interested in any type of art, like artistic work or art as a profession or a major, esports team. So if you're a gamer, you can play video games against other colleges and get a scholarship for it. And that's insanely awesome. We have a pet band if you play an instrument, Phi Beta Lambda for the business students, Air Force ROTC. All of these you can join as transfer students. So our transfer admissions process is really simple. First step, complete the application. It's free, it's online, no deadlines, we're rolling admissions, nothing like that. We have a little QR code right here too, if you want to go ahead and scan that and find it. But once you complete that, we need every college transcript from every college you've been to. Even if you've taken a couple classes at a community college, we need that transcript to do the evaluation. But the college transcripts are all we need. And a 2.0 transferable GPA and 12 transferable credits will get you accepted here. But we tell you to strive to go above and beyond that, because the higher the GPA, the higher the scholarship, which brings me to my next slide. Since we are a private institution, we're able to give our own merit scholarships. And these are solely based on GPA. So the higher the GPA, you could get $12,000 possible dollars per year. If you're enrolled in Phi Theta Kappa, you can get a $2,000 scholarship just for being enrolled in that and in a community college. What's not listed here, we have partnership scholarships that are $5,000 if you transfer directly from a local community college to us. For example, Pitt Community College is one of them, and they just went before me. And lastly, we want you to visit campus. We're open for campus visits. Please come visit, sign up online. We'd love to meet you. And if you have any questions, my name's Tyler Dew. Once again, our contact information is here. Jill Hilliard, my colleague, is also transfer admissions counselor. She's associate director, so she knows a whole lot about transfer admissions. But thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
Tyler, thank you so much to you and Barton College. Our final presentation tonight will be from East Carolina University. Take it away whenever you're ready.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for joining us. I'm super excited. My name is Kernesha Jones. I'm a proud alumna of ECU, and I've graduated from our College of Business. And I also have the pleasure of serving in the capacity of transfer counselor. So my job is to make your transition to ECU as seamless as possible. We are a pretty large institution here in North Carolina with a little over 28,000 total students. About 23,000 of those students are our undergraduate students. Transfer students are a great part of our undergraduate population, and we're proud that 73% of our enrolled transfer students come from a North Carolina community college. We have a really great partnership. Also, diversity is very important to us, and we have about 30% representation of minority students. At ECU, we are happy and proud to offer over 84 different bachelor degree programs. I cannot recite them all off to you, but some of our top undergraduate majors include nursing, our business programs such as management and marketing, biology, public health, elementary education, and criminal justice. So even though we are a large institution, we pride ourselves on being able to offer a 19-to-1 student faculty ratio and being able to provide the support that you'll need while at ECU. We are a research institution, and so over 20% of our undergraduate students will participate in extracurricular research with our faculty, and I always encourage students, this is a great way to get to better know your faculty and to take advantage of those opportunities. For a few seconds, I just want to brag on ECU. We are proud to train more new nurses each year than any other four-year institution in North Carolina, and we are home to the largest producer of educational professionals in our state. Not only that, but we have the largest College of Business and Allied Health in North Carolina, and we're the only university in North Carolina with the College of Engineering, as well as schools of dental medicine and medicine at the same institution. And we are a statewide leader in distance education, offering a number of undergraduate completion programs completely online. So the transfer process is really simple. We do ask that you submit an transfer application. Those can be found at transfer.ecu.edu. Our application deadlines are approaching, so there's just a few more days to submit your application if you're interested in attending this summer. That deadline is April the 26th, and if you wanted to attend this fall, please submit your application by June 28th. Our scholarship deadline is January the 15th every year, so regardless when you see this presentation, keep that in mind, and we do have a financial aid priority deadline of March the 1st. Outside of that, we are looking for 24 transferable credit hours as well as an English 1100 equivalency. So if you attend a North Carolina Community College, that is English 111. And there are some really great opportunities that you can take advantage of, such as our transfer course equivalency that you can be found on our website, as well as helpful transfer pathways. And Pirate Promise is a great program that we have with several community colleges in our state. We encourage you to learn more about that at piratepromise.ecu.edu. We understand that finances is a major part of choosing which institution you'll attend, and at ECU, 73% of our students receive some form of financial assistance. $300 million were awarded in the 2018-2019 academic year. Again, we encourage you to visit our website, our University Scholarships website as well. This is one of our proud new babies here at ECU. We have enacted our inaugural Transfer Honors College. They're going to start this fall 2021, but this is a great opportunity for a scholarship. As a part of the Transfer Honors College, you will receive $1,250 per semester for up to 5 semesters. We do require that you transfer from a North Carolina community college, have maintained a 3.5 or higher GPA, that you have 24 credit hours post high school, you must enter in the fall term, and then you need to have your application submitted pretty early. If you have questions, let us know in the chat. A little bit about a Pirate's life at ECU. We do not require that students live on campus, but if you feel that that is where you will be the most beneficial, you're going to be the most successful, we do offer Quest, which is a living learning community that is specifically for our transfer students, and they live on the Hill. It is a great opportunity for you to find students that have traveled and did similar experience to you on your journey to ECU. Please don't worry, there is plenty of food for you to eat on campus. There is 2 dining halls as well as food trucks, and then maybe some of the national chains such as Chick-fil-A, Raising Cane's, and Starbucks. We are home to 2 student centers. So we have our main student center on main campus, but there's also a student center on our health sciences campus, and plenty of resources are available for students that are living off campus. So as a student, we do want you to get involved. We have over 500 student organizations that are available. There's club sports, intramural programs that you can get involved in. And we are D1, so we have 18 sports in our Division I. And as a student, you will get free tickets to our regular season home football games, baseball, basketball, whatever it is that may entice you. This was a Cliff Notes version of ECU. So if you have any questions, feel free to email us at transfer@ecu.edu, as well as my information is on the screen. Thank you guys and have a great night.
Thank you so much to East Carolina University. Now I'd like to request that our panelists turn back on their cameras if they're able, and we'll go round robin in the same order that you presented in. What is your favorite event or tradition on campus? We'll start with North Carolina A&T State University. Let's jump to Shaw.
Yes, so my favorite tradition on campus is Springfest. So Springfest is something like a homecoming, but without the alumni. So Springfest is pretty much just for students. And there's different events that happens on campus, different cookouts, different, parties, DJs, things of that nature. And this year with COVID, things, are different for our students. So Springfest is something that's, tradition here. And I had the opportunity while I was at Shaw to plan a Springfest. So it was a great opportunity. So that's just one of the traditions that we have.
I think it's my turn. Yeah. So we're a pretty big school for athletics. We're in the Pac-12, and one of my favorite traditions is after a football game, when we've won, up on the mountain, there's a big physical U, and they light it up, and it kind of like illuminates the valley for everyone to see, which is really fun.
Laurel, I think you're next. But you're on mute, sorry.
Y'all gonna have to forgive me about that mute button. But just to piggyback off of Shaw University, I think Spring Fling is about my favorite activity on campus. It gives the opportunity for faculty and staff to like really interact together with each other, and everybody just get together and we just have a good time, because it's not just for students, it's like the whole campus is involved. So it's a very interactive moment, and it's a very enjoyous moment.
Awesome. So for Barton, I participated in both of these because I was a student. So really two of my favorite. The first one is exam breakfast. So right before exams every semester, the professors actually come into the cafeteria at about 10 o'clock at night and serve the students food, and then breakfast food. So it's like waffles and pancakes and stuff like that. And then we have a raffle and a bunch of prizes in like the middle of the cafeteria. That is really fun. One of my friends won like a flat screen TV. Another one of my friends won like Beats by Dr. Dre headphones. And the best thing I ever won was water balloons, but you know, I'll take it. And then my second favorite is day of service. So the whole campus takes a day out from class and goes out into the community and does just a bunch of community projects. And as a member of the soccer team, we would go to a local elementary school and play soccer with kids.
At ECU, one of our oldest and probably one of our most popular traditions is Barefoot on the Mall. It happens literally right before exams start, and you really have to unwind. It's a tradition where we have guests come. We've had T-Pain come and perform. There's field trucks, there's T-shirts. It's really just that one little downtime to debrief and de-stress before you enter into exam season and typically graduation. So it's a really great time on campus.
It's always fun listening to all the really neat and unique traditions and events, and I'm sure the audience is getting excited about maybe joining one of those when they head off to college. I'm going to ask you guys one more question since we have a little time. What advice would you give someone going through the transfer process? We'll go in the same or well, actually, let's go in reverse order this time.
Hi, so I'm back again. I would just say to reach out to your admissions counselor as early as possible. We understand that the transfer process can be frustrating. You can feel overwhelmed at times, and know that we are here to make that process easier for you. Utilize us, take advantage of us. If you have questions about classes that you're taking at your community college or another institution and how they transfer, just reach out to us. Don't forget that we're a resource and that we're here to help.
I'm next, right? I'm trying to think of everybody. All right, sweet. So I honestly was gonna say the same thing. My big thing is just ask questions, because I love when students email me asking questions. There's no stupid question. So you know, if you feel like you have any questions about what will transfer, how do I transfer it? What about my major? Do you have this major? Does this class transfer to this major? Ask away. We can send you all sorts of different things. We can send you check sheets based on your major. We can send you this is how many credits you're bringing over. This is what you're looking at. So ask as many questions as you can. Email us, call us. We definitely love to help out. That's literally our job. That's what we're here for. So we're not just recruiters. We also help you in the process with transferring, because you know what to do, but at the same time, we're here to help.
Yeah, I definitely can piggyback off of that. Just utilize us as your resource. But one of my biggest pieces of advice to transfer students specifically, because I also work with first year students, is to just really go after what you want. Be selective. A lot of transfer students have either gone to community college or other institutions, and Now they're really getting down to the wire of finding exactly how they want to finish. And so there's so many institutions out there that have so many incredible things to offer. And the biggest thing I think is to just really fight for yourself and find the perfect fit for you, because there's so many options out there. There's going to be the right place for you. You might have to fight for it.
I think it's my turn. I agree with everything that everyone else has said, but I always try to tell my students to please try to be self-sufficient. Your resources are here. We are here to help you. We are here to, to coach you and to guide you along the way. But please be self-sufficient and do what it is that you need to do for yourself. Do your research, do your homework, and then still come to us because we are the resource, but still always try to apply yourself to the best of your ability.
I agree with everyone. Research is big for me. You have to do your research. I don't want anyone going somewhere where they haven't, done their research, and then, they're calling, wanting to come home. Another thing, visit the campuses. A lot of our campuses offer campus tours, so you can see, and talk to different students or different professors. So I would say research and visit the campuses that pick 5 schools that you want to transfer to, and just go visit and just see how they operate. And research and go to their website, look at their academic checklist, see what classes they offer, what majors they offer. So research and just visit the campus.
Everyone, I hope that you realized how awesome these colleagues are, and they really do want to hear from you and answer any questions that you might have. So don't hesitate to reach out to them. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. As you close out, you'll see a quick 4-question survey. So we do hope that you'll provide us with some feedback. This was recorded, and the recording will be available at strivescan.com/Carolinas. Thanks so much, everyone, and have a great college search. Bye-bye.